results of the COP26 in Glasgow are for me very, very important, because first point, 197 member states agree that we have to reach an increase of temperature of maximum 1.5 degrees Celsius in 2050. Second point, they agree to say that this decade is the critical one. What we will do before 2030 will help evaluate the credibility of our commitments in the longer run. What has been decided is absolutely key for this sector. First of all, because phasing out inefficient fuel subsidies will imply a rise in the price of oil, and therefore the necessity to very quickly transform the sector, especially because we will have to deliver affordable transportation services. Second point, to accelerate the electrification of the transportation sector, we have to do it before 2040, and even for more advanced countries before 2035. Basically, this is tomorrow. From the experience Transdev has developed, for example, in the Netherlands, I think it's very important to see how to disseminate, to replicate in other geographies while adapting to the context. In Bogota, deploying BRT, but also creating a new fleet of more than 400 electric buses is exactly what has to be replicated everywhere. And from that point of view, electric buses are really the Swiss knife of sustainable mobility, as said by many UN experts. No need to remind this for you, Transdev, but it's important to be clear about this. As said by the UN Secretary General, creating jobs in the transportation sector means creating decent jobs, and at the same time creating new opportunities for those who need to find a job where they live. There won't be any decarbonation of the mobility sector without this multi-stakeholder approach. For a first reason, which is very important, we will need much money, much investment in the transportation sector, as reminded in the Glasgow Agreement, by the way. And from that point of view, we need, for example, the massification of public-private partnerships in many countries where public resources will never be enough to meet those very ambitious goals.